I never intended to meet an alien queen. And I definitely didn't intend, well, what happened later. My name is Rylan Cross, former scout pilot for the Terran frontier. Most of my time was spent mapping asteroid belts and avoiding enemy fire.
Calm.
Predictable.
Easy.
Until Command sent me on a diplomatic reassignment to the planet Xelvaris, homeworld of one of the galaxy's most powerful empires. The Xelvarians didn't like humans, didn't trust humans, barely tolerated humans. But apparently, I had been chosen to represent humanity because of my stable psychological profile.
Yeah, right.
The landing port was enormous. White stone archways, glowing runic pillars, soldiers standing in formation like statues carved from obsidian. And at the center of them all stood the throne chariot of Queen Veylara, ruler of the Xelvarian dominion. I had seen holograms of her before. They didn't come close.
Tall. Fierce.
Elegant. A crown of living energy floated above her head. Her body was humanoid but enhanced, sleek musculature, iridescent skin that shimmered between amethyst and sapphire. And yes, her entire race had, well, very sculpted, very noticeable, very curved lower figures. Not my fault. Any human would have noticed. I kept my eyes respectfully forward, trying very hard not to seem like the stereotype her people believe humans to be: primitive, impulsive, distracted by anything with hips. A commander approached me. "Human Rylan Cross, you will follow. Do not look directly at the Queen unless addressed. Do not speak unless permitted. And above all, do not stare at." He stopped. I raised a brow. At what? You will know. That was not comforting. They led me through vaulted halls, each decorated with carvings depicting ancient battles. Eventually we reached the central chamber. Queen Veylara stood with her back to me, speaking with advisors. Her posture was commanding, regal, controlled, and her physique made it very challenging not to notice certain things. When the guards gestured for me to step forward, she turned slowly, her eyes immediately locking onto mine. Deep violet irises swirling like galaxies.
"Human," she said.
"Approach." I bowed. "Your Majesty." She circled me once, like a hawk assessing prey. "You are smaller than expected," she murmured. "More fragile. Yet, Command claims you are competent." "I like to think so." She studied me, expression unreadable. Then, dismissively, she turned away. And that was when it happened. Her movement was so fluid that her long ceremonial cloak shifted, revealing the full sculpted curve of her form beneath the glowing armor. I looked for half a second, half a heartbeat. But queens, apparently, notice everything. She froze mid-stride. Slowly, she turned her head. "Human," she said, voice dangerously quiet. "Why were you staring at my butt?" The entire chamber went silent. Advisors stared. Guards tensed. My soul left my body. Middle. The answer that changed everything. My heart hammered. 1,000 correct answers flashed through my mind. I chose none of them. Instead, what came out was brutally, stupidly honest. Because, Your Majesty, it is very impressive. Dead silence. A few guards twitched like they might attack. Veylara blinked once. Then twice. "Impressive," she repeated. "I mean, respectfully impressive. Majestic even. Like the rest of you." I was internally screaming, waiting for execution. But instead of fury, instead of humiliation, she stepped closer. "Explain, human," she said, eyes narrowing. "Most tremble when I confront them. Yet you answer honestly." I swallowed. "Well, Your Majesty, with all due respect, I've never seen anyone move with such confidence. Your entire presence is striking, and your, anatomy is part of that." She stared at me like she was reading the secret patterns of my DNA. Then her lips curved slightly, very slightly, into something that might have been a smile. She walked past me, speaking to the guards but clearly intending the words for me. Let him live. I exhaled so hard it felt like my lungs deflated. As we walked deeper into the palace, she gestured for me to follow beside her instead of behind her, a position no outsider had ever been granted.
You're bold, she said.
Boldness irritates me, yet I find yours entertaining. Thank you, I think. She tilted her head. Your honesty surprised me, human. My advisors warned me your species lies easily. Oh, humans lie, I said. But sometimes we tell the truth, because survival depends on it. She paused, intrigued. Survival. Your Majesty, I said carefully, you could crush me with one order. Lying wouldn't have helped. So, I told the truth. She studied me again. Fascinating. We entered the negotiation chamber, ornate, high-ceilinged, and filled with sensor drones capturing every gesture. Veylara sat on her throne and gestured for me to step forward. State your purpose. I laid out the proposal, a mutual defense pact, resource exchange, and shared navigation rights. The queen listened without interrupting, but I felt her eyes on me the entire time. When I finished, she rose and circled me slowly. Your terms aren't acceptable, she said, but I require something more. My stomach tightened. Anything within reason, Your Majesty. Her voice dropped into something smooth, dangerous, almost playful. Honesty. I blinked. That's all.
No.
Not only honesty about negotiations, she stepped so close I could feel the heat radiating from her body. But honesty about me. I coughed. You want my opinion? I want, she said, your truth. When you look at me, what do you see? This felt like a trap. A powerful leader, I said carefully. And a warrior. And I inhaled deeply. And someone who knows exactly how intimidating she is. Her gaze sparkled. Better. She leaned in slightly. And my butt. I choked on air. Your Majesty. You will answer, she ordered. This is diplomacy. I wasn't surviving this mission. Your butt is strong, elegant, commanding even. She lifted a brow. Commanding? Yes, I said, gaining confidence. It matches the rest of you, your stride, your posture. You're built to command attention whether you want it or not. She slowly sat back, thoughtful. Human, she said softly, no one has spoken to me this way. Is that good or bad? I do not know yet. The chamber doors suddenly burst open. A Xelvarian general rushed in. Your Majesty. Enemy fleet approaching the capital sphere. Veylara rose instantly, commanding, fierce. Send the strike wings. Prepare defensive shields. Evacuate civilians in the outer districts.
She turned to me.
You stay with me. Shouldn't I get to a bunker or something? No, she said firmly. Your honesty is rare. I may need it. She strode toward the war command deck, cloak swirling, armor pulsing with light. And yes, even in the chaos of impending war, I noticed.
She did too.
Without turning, she said, You are looking again. I flinched. Sorry. It's involuntary. She chuckled. An actual laugh.
Soft.
Surprising. You are unlike any human I have met. The battle, and the moment everything shifted. The war command deck was a cathedral of holographic star maps and projection screens. Officers rushed back and forth, relaying real-time visuals of the enemy fleet. Dozens of warships, heavy artillery, planet-breaker cannons. Veylara stood tall, voice cutting through the noise. Formation Aegis 7. Protect the capital sphere. I will deal with their command ship personally.
Gasps.
Advisors protested immediately.